Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining in, taking your time out and joining in. We are the IET, the Institute of Engineering and Technology, one of the world's largest professional society for engineers, headquartered in the UK. And we work closely with industry, academia, and the government in our mission to engineer a better world. In line with this, we have specific global initiatives around key sectors that are relevant to solving problems that impact the society at large. One such initiative of ours is the IET India Scholarship Awards, which we launched in 2013, and it was successfully running until 2016. We relaunched it as a digital event in 2021. And in 2022, when we came back to the after the pandemic, when we came back to the fully fledged event, we got a enormous and overwhelming response of about 29,000 students last year. And this year, we have gone ahead and broken all records and got over 43,000 applications from students. So I want to first of all congratulate all of the students who are logged on here for making it to the round 2, which is the online test round of the IET Scholarship Awards. So a big congratulations to all of y'all. And we are here today to help y'all through the stage of the IET Scholarship Awards, where we are going to help clarify any doubts that you all might have for any of the online test procedures. So first, we are going to play a short video for you, which will take you through the steps of the online test. And
Please remember
after that, Kavya, our technical, my colleague who's a technical person, will help you out, and myself as well, if you have any questions or doubts that you might have. So without further ado, can we start with the video, please?
Please remember to log in at least 5 minutes before the exam. The time remaining for your exam to start will be displayed on the screen, and your exam will start exactly at the designated time. Video appearing on your screen gives a brief overview of the IET and cannot be skipped or forwarded. Please go through the instructions that appear on your screen carefully before you start the exam. The total duration of the exam will be 70 minutes. Please ensure disabling all applications that block pop-ups on your browser before taking the exam. Take the test on a laptop or PC with a stable internet connection. Getting a call or notification while taking the exam on your mobile will lead to immediate disqualification. Ensure you have the latest version of Google Chrome installed. Once you submit your answers, you will not be able to retake the exam. Do not hit the refresh or back button at any time during the test. This will lead to immediate disqualification. Do not open a new tab while taking the test. This will also lead to immediate disqualification. Please note, there is no negative marking for wrong answers. The Start Exam button will automatically be enabled as per the schedule time. Please click on this and you will be redirected to your exam. Please note each subject has a separate tab assigned for it. Clicking on each tab will display questions for that particular subject. Remember, once you submit your answers, you will not be able to retake the test. Please select your answer from the options provided to you and click on the Next button for the following question pertaining to that particular subject. To re-attempt a question, click on the Previous button. If you have answered all the questions in one subject, clicking the Next button will automatically take you to the next subject. It is mandatory to answer at least one question from each subject, or you will be disqualified. You will be able to see the time remaining for your exam to end on the top left of your screen. Do not wait until the last minute to submit your answers. In case you face any network issues, your answers will not be submitted and you will be disqualified. Once you hit the submit button, you will receive a confirmation mail stating that your test has been submitted. Please note that only the candidates selected for the next round, that is, the regional presentation round, will be contacted further via email from us. Please remember to log in at least 5 minutes before the exam. The time remaining for your exam to start will be displayed on the screen and your exam will start exactly at the designated time. The video appearing on your screen gives a brief overview of the IET and cannot be skipped or forwarded. Please go through the instructions that appear on your screen carefully before you start the exam. The total duration of the exam will be 70 minutes. Please ensure disabling all applications that block pop-ups on your browser before taking the exam. Take the test on a laptop or PC with a stable internet connection. Getting a call or notification while taking the exam on your mobile will lead to immediate disqualification. Ensure you have the latest version of Google Chrome installed. Once you submit your answers, you will not be able to retake the exam. Do not hit the refresh or back button at any time during the test. This will lead to immediate disqualification. Do not open a new tab while taking the test. This will also lead to immediate disqualification. Please note, there is no negative marking for wrong answers. The Start Exam button will automatically be enabled as per the schedule time. Please click on this and you will be redirected to your exam. Please note each subject has a separate tab assigned for it. Clicking on each tab will display questions for that particular subject. Remember, once you submit your answers, you will not be able to retake the test. Please select your answer from the options provided to you and click on the next button for the following question pertaining to that particular subject. To re-attempt a question, click on the previous button. If you have answered all the questions in one subject, clicking the next button will automatically take you to the next subject. It is mandatory to answer at least one question from each subject, or you will be disqualified. You will be able to see the time remaining for your exam to end on the top left of your screen. Do not wait until the last minute to submit your answers. In case you face any network issues, your answers will not be submitted and you will be disqualified. Once you hit the submit button, you will receive a confirmation mail stating that your test has been submitted. Please note that only the candidates selected for the next round, that is, the regional presentation round, will be contacted further via email from us.
Okay, I hope so. That video was self-explanatory, but even then, if you have any other questions, please, you can go ahead and start asking us now. We'll try to answer all your questions. Okay, are we allowed to navigate between different subjects during the test?
Yes, we do. We are. I mean,
Yeah, Samanpreet, you could see the tabs on top with the different subjects. So you can shuffle and, probably, go with the way you want to take it. You want to take a preferred subject first, and then just make sure you don't submit the button and don't use the browser's back key. Will it be an open book test? Yes, it's an open book test. You can refer to your book, and there's no need of owning your webcam as well. Okay, Purandar is asking what is the next round for this scholarship? The next round for this scholarship is the regional finals. So students who do well in this test will be shortlisted further and divided according to the regions, north, south, east, west, and you will be invited to that region's center, where you'll have to physically come down to that city and give a presentation on a engineering problem that currently is being faced by that region, by the society. You can give a technological solution presentation, a presentation for the technological solution to the judges over there. It's a physical round. I hope that answers your question. Okay, are we allowed to navigate between one subject, like we move to a previous question, change answer? Would it be auto submitted if timer goes away? Are we allowed to navigate? Yeah, between the subjects. I already answered this, Amanpreet. You can change until and unless you press the submit button. Kavya, right? That's the submit button on top, right, of the page.
Yes, yes. They can answer the same question if they want to reconfirm, change the answer. They can do all that. And there is a
Hmm.
auto submission. Please don't wait till the last second. And if there is any internet disconnectivity between like the last second, it might not submit. So you know, I suggest at least 1 minute before you submit. But there is an auto submit.
Yeah, auto submit will happen after the timer runs out, right?
Yeah.
After the
Yeah.
70 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So the next question was 1 minute. I just want to go to the previous question, which was okay. Let's answer this one in the meantime. Do we need a webcam? No, we don't need a webcam. I already mentioned that webcam is not necessary. And is the student's engineering branch subject given primary importance, or is the overall performance in every subject taken into consideration? No, for the test, you'll have only the STEM subjects, which is the basic and common subjects for all engineering students. So there is no question of giving any branch, any importance or preference or anything. So it's just the basic subjects, maths, what you saw, maths, chemistry, physics, uh, is what there. And the levels are adjusted according to the year in which you all are studying in. Okay. So the next question, is there any individual timer for each question? Kavya can answer.
No, there is no individual timer for each question. It is overall is 70 minutes. You have to answer within that.
Okay. Do we need to submit manually, or it will be automatically submitted on completion of duration?
So I suggest to submit manually because if there is an internet disconnectivity at the last minute, it might be a disqualified. So don't wait till the last second. Uh, I suggest everybody to submit, though it is, there is a auto submit option is there, but if there is a internet disconnect, we won't be able to help after that.
Yes. So how many students have been shortlisted for the online test? So for all over India, the students' applications that we receive, out of that we have shortlisted about 3,725 students. So will this live stream be there afterwards also, or the video will be private? No, you can access this video. It will be accessible on our website till the 6th of July. That's the last day of the online test, so it will be available. Okay, the next question, will there be any team for assistance during the test?
Yes.
Okay,
uh,
Kavya will answer that.
yes, there will be a chat option. You can ping us anytime. It's only the chat will be enabled only after you log in. Then during the exam it will be there, and then you can reach out to us and you can write us to the scholarships. Can you mention the email ID, Ajay?
Yeah, the email ID is scholarships at the iet.in.
It is also mentioned in the contact us page, and we will also provide, if it is necessary, other email IDs as well. So you can visit the contact us page.
Yes. Sir,
So
how many questions will be there?
it's approximately 50 questions. That is also depends on the year of engineering you're pursuing in. So that changes depends on that. So it's approximately 50 questions.
In which region will central India states come? Uh, that would depend on the state. We will group them and call them to the nearest center. We will try to do that. With will each age group student be competing against each other or against all students? As in a fixed number of students will be taken from each year of engineering. Okay. I think Aditya, what you're trying to ask over here is, uh, see, the questions have been designed in a way that if, for example, if a first year student is attempting the exam, they will get first year level of questions. All right. So similarly, a third year student will get third year's level of questions. So, but the marks will be after the online test, it will be the same platform for everybody. So we don't have a breakup of according to years. It's everybody will get a fair chance according to how much you score. Okay, moving on to the next question. Would all the marks be carrying the same weightage? That is what I just said. The weightage, Kavya, I'm not sure about this. Can you take that question, please?
Yeah,
The
so the
weightage?
weightage is, I mean, depending on the year of year you're pursuing
Yeah.
in, the number of questions it is displaying for you to answer is uh, has a different marks. So it is depends on the weightage. Like if you are in a second year, you might get 2 mark question is 2 questions, and 3 marks is 2 questions you get it. So it depends on your you pursuing in. So it is fairly uh, you know given a option, I mean chance to everybody to score appropriately. If you're in a first year, the set of questions you get, like basic questions, and then little difficult questions. Each questions will have a different marks altogether.
What will be the level? Shreya is asking, what is the level of the questions be? Will it be conceptual or numerical or both? No, first of all, the level of the questions will be according to the year of engineering that you are in, like we have already answered, and they are all MCQs. Will there be
So
negative?
there's no negative marks, so you can answer like all. And since there's no negative marks, you can answer all. Even if you don't know, you can try answering all.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Kavya. Thanks. Yeah, better to attempt all questions. Sneha is asking, does paper for all students will be same or will depend on the semester that we are studying in? Yes, it will definitely depend on the semester that you are studying in. But even say, for example, two students from the same semester are taking the exam, they will get a different set of questions because the system will randomize it. Out of 3,000 students, how many will get scholarship? So it is clearly mentioned on our website as well that the scholarship after this round we will again narrow down the depending on the results we will narrow down and we will invite about approximately 30 to 40 students for each regional round, and at that regional round the winner and runner up have a prize money, and the winner also gets to move on to the national finals. So you could say that at a regional, we are going to have five regional finals. So there are going to be 10 winners there. And then in the national finals, we are going to have another three. I hope that answers both these questions, because the next question was how many students will be selected for the next round. So I think I've answered that as well. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Will the students be assessed on a regional basis or a national level? Okay, Shreya, this is purely now on a national level. The regional, I mean, sorry, the online test, because online tests will be taken by students all over India, right? So the test that you're going to be taking between the 4th of July and the 6th of July is going to be attended by students all over India. And only once after this stage, then we will divide for logistic reasons into regional rounds. And after the regional round, again it will become a national. Then the next round after the regional round is again a national round. So again, it will go back to that. Is grouping done based on the location of college or home state? This will be done. Yeah, I guess, Pawan, you're asking about the regional finals. So the grouping is done based on the college address. This will be done. What are The next question is, what are we exactly do at national final? Pratik, I already explained this. Let me go over it once again. We will give you a challenge statement, which, say, for example, you belong to, say, the North region. Whatever is the challenge which they are facing now, and we can provide you will have to provide a technological engineering solution to that problem that they are facing. For example, it could be a pollution problem, it could be an environmental problem, or it could be a mobility issue. It could be any issue which requires a basic engineering solution given to it. You will have to come up with a solution, make a presentation on that, and present it to a jury at the regional finals. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. Someone's asking, will IET bear the charges of transportation for the next round?
No.
Okay, the next round is the regional round. IET will not bear the charges for that, but we will do that for the national round. If you're shortlisted in the regional round, when you have to come down, uh, most probably is going to be Bangalore for the nationals. If you have to, whichever city it is, irrespective, you IET will bear the cost for that for the nationals. Saurabh's asking, can I switch between different questions without giving an answer of a question?
Yes, you can.
Okay, next question is Swastik is asking, I'm in computer science engineering. Will specialization affect the marks? Or is it same for all branches, first, second, or fourth year, etc.? Kavya, I want to answer that. I think I
Uh,
already answered
yeah.
that. Yeah, go ahead, Kavya.
No, it's irrespective of a branch. There are certain number of questions. Each questions will have certain weightages. So it doesn't matter whether you are in a computer science of engineering, since it is a STEM subject. It really doesn't matter. Like it has to be specialization, specialized. In whichever stream you are in. So it is a basic questions which is asked.
Right. So now the next question asked by Hari is it okay to use mobile phone to
No, it
attend
is
the
not at all okay to use a mobile phone because the system is designed in a such a way that, if you are out of focus, the system will log out, and if you get a call in between, you'll be logged out, and then that means you are disqualified. So it is mandatorily mentioned to take a test in the laptop, especially in the Chrome latest version.
Right. Okay. Moving on to the next question. When to submit the documents that we have selected during round one, Sharath? Yes, Sharath, your documents will be verified at the regional rounds level stage. So if you get through to the regional rounds and you're invited to come to make your presentations, you will have to carry your originals at that time. IET will not keep any of the original documents. We'll just verify them and give it back to you. Okay. And next is, which states will be for regional rounds? It's all states. It's all over India. There's no particular states that we are picking for regional rounds. It's just that we will be grouping the states. For example, the north of India will be grouping, and we will be having a regional finals in New Delhi. So similarly, west will be held in Mumbai, east will be held in Kolkata, and south will be held in Chennai and or Bangalore. One of the two or both, because sometimes we have a lot of students from the south region. Okay. Uh,
Yes, it is compulsory to attend exam in Chrome browser. Yes, it is, because, like, as I mentioned, it is tested for all the browsers, but it is very much compatible on a Chrome browser latest version. So not to have a chance where you can, like, it might be a disqualified due to some or other reason. So request everybody to take a test on Chrome browser.
yeah. Okay. And the next question: do we get a option of choosing year at the time of exam? Because I haven't got any option yet. While filling up your application forms, you have already filled in the year in which you're studying, so the data is already there in the system. Can we get a sample question paper for the online test? Kavya, want to answer that?
That's
Okay, I'll answer that. So basically, these questions that we have selected are selected as the basic STEM subjects. They are not based on any branch of engineering, like I said before. So if you have got your basics right, you should be able to do well in the exam. So don't worry about sample questions or model question papers and things like that. Don't worry about that. It's going to be on basic engineering concepts. Okay. And there is no, I'm sorry, but there is no sample question papers that we can share with you. Okay. Next question. Daksh says, I've been born and brought up in Rajasthan, but currently I'm in Tamil Nadu to attend college. So where would my college be grouped?
depends on. I mean, the grouping happens based on the college, if I'm not wrong. Wherever
Yes.
you, it's not based on where you born or stayed. It depends on based on the college, which region it belongs.
Yeah. So it is based on college. So if your college is in Tamil Nadu, like you said in your question, then you will be slotted into the south region. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. Hari asks, what factors will affect the rank if two students got same marks? Whether the time to complete the exam will also be taken into consideration for ranking.
Uh, will you
Uh,
answer?
yeah, Hari, there is no, we will not be taking the time into consideration. If two students get the same marks and if they are within the cutoff level of the pre-decided as by the committee, then both the students will go ahead to the next round. If they are outside the range of the acceptable level, then both get disqualified. So it's pretty simple. Either both qualify or both disqualify. It's just that they need to be within the range uh, of the cutoff. Basically, they need to be within the cutoff of the marks. Okay. Any other questions? Guys, we are going to continue this live session for another 5 minutes. If there are any other questions, please go ahead. In the meantime, I would just like to request all the students present here that please take the online tests on a laptop or a desktop. Please don't use your mobiles or your tablets, because the moment a call or a notification from some of the app will come up on your phone, then you will get disqualified from the test. So please use a computer instead of using a phone. Okay. So, yeah, so we have one more question here. What is the cutoff mark? So, the cutoff mark will depend on the performance of all the students in the test. Once the test uh, is over, and then we will do an analytics of the results of what has been scored, and an analysis is done, and then we decide on a cutoff mark, and then decide on students per region according to that. Okay, and now next question Renu asks is, how many students after the online exam will surpass to the regional level? So, like I said before, it's about 30 to 40 students on an average is what per region go on to the next round. Okay, so now Sneha asks, in the regional round, the solution to engineering problem will require model for solution as well, or purely theoretically based. See, the questions are given, the solutions have, there are four MCQs. Like I said, it's an MCQ based, so there's no model or anything of that such. Uh, you know, you have to select one of the four probable answers which have been given to you. So it's only an MCQ. Okay. And someone from IIT is asking, is there any particular reservation for girl students? No, I'm sorry, but there is no reservation for girl students or for any other category or any other thing. It's a purely open scholarship based on merit and your performance and your presentation skills and your engineering knowledge, of course. Also, last year, now since I saw this ID of IT, I just like to also tell you one more thing, that if you are using internet connection from your college or any other institute, while you're taking this test, they might have installed firewalls which might be blocking it, all right, and you may not be able to access or might get disqualified because of that, right, Kavya?
Yeah, if you are unable to see the questions, if you are at college, there might be a chances of firewall installed. So please request us, like if you have unable to see the questions, you can write to us or you can chat with us. The chat will be enabled during those days. Uh, you can ask us anytime question. You can send us a screenshots if you have facing any issue. We would like to resolve everything then and there itself, and we, if possible, just make sure that if you can, if you are unable to see the question as soon as you log in, when you start the exam, please write to us immediately so that we can resolve ASAP.
Right. And I suggest using chat first, because that will be a faster response than sending an email.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving on to the next question. Jayesh is asking, can we use calculators? Are they
Yes.
required for maths? Yes, you can use your calculators. We don't have any issues with that. Mansa is asking, sir, I'm unable to take my original certificates to you because it's under the college custody. Okay, in that case, what you can do is you can get us a photocopy of your certificates, but attested by your college principal or by your college principal or HOD with the signature and seal from there, so we know that it's a verified copy which you're showing to us. That would do. Next question is: are the name of the states in
Yeah.
particular regions mentioned on the IET website? Uh, I really didn't understand that question. Name of the states you are asking for?
Ajay is asking, is on the website, for example, we have a regional round and we are
Right.
grouping. Are these mentioned in the website? We have mentioned the regions like region north, regional south, and we have specifically mentioned where it will be held. But
Hmm.
under, like for example, in Karnataka, there are multiple cities. Mysore and other district will come, so they all come to the Bangalore to give a presentation. So that is not mentioned. So, but overall, 5 regions it is mentioned.
Right. So I can just tell you that the regional finals will be held in New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai,
Bangalore.
and Bangalore. So those are the five regional centers. So you might have to travel to one of those centers in case you make it to the regional finals. Okay. Next question. What if we lose internet connection while exam is going on?
So you will be disqualified if your internet connection. Please have a stable internet connection and make sure you have a power backup even in the laptop, and don't have a system, sleep mode. Don't keep the sleep mode. As soon as it goes to a sleep mode, it automatically logs out. So then you will be disqualified. So make sure to have a proper internet connection. Um, do not switch a tab, do not refresh, do not click on a back button. These all will lead to a disqualifying.
Yes, and keep your laptop on the power adapter as well. Make sure it's plugged in so that, like Kavya said, it does not go into a sleep mode, right? Now,
Yep.
moving on to the next question. For the regionals, will the problems be given beforehand for the presentation, or is it up to us? Or no,
uh,
no, no. Whoever is selected for the regional rounds, we will be sending. You will get the topics at least 10 days before your regionals, and you have to prepare and make a presentation on that. Okay. Now, moving on to the next question: is the online exam proctored? Kavya?
um,
Yeah, it is to a certain extent. Like we said, it's an open book test. You can refer to your reference material. We are okay with that, but in that way,
yeah. So as I mentioned, if you open a new tab, you will be disqualified. If you cannot copy the questions, all that is done. And the
hmm,
moment you start doing all that, you will be disqualified, and you will lose your chance. That's
yes. And please remember, guys, the test exam is only for 70 minutes. So if you're going to waste your time in searching for these answers, then definitely you're going to lose out on the time and run out of time. Basically, you're going to run out of time, right?
yeah.
Okay. So any other questions?
We also covered all the, probably most of the questions. Also, please log in 5 minutes before so that you can read the instruction. There's an instruction page, what to do, what not to do. So read the instruction properly and then start the exam. And anytime if you have an issue, please, you can chat with us. Chat will be enabled.
Okay, there are two more questions, but somehow this session has turned out to be a Q&A for regional rounds instead of the online tests. Anyways, let me answer that. So, for the regional presentation, should we provide prototypes or models? No, you don't need to provide any prototypes or models. What we require from your end is just a presentation. I'm answering the second question also, which means, sir, uh, presentation means we have to prepare PPTs. Yeah, right. So that PPT is what we are looking at. Basic presentations, not more than 10 slides. We suggest that for the next round, instead of, I mean, you use a lot of, you can use videos and pictures to explain and uh, explain your concept or your the solution to the judges over there. You don't need to make a prototype of a working model or anything like that. You can present the entire solution via PPT, which is the presentation. That's fine. That's what we'll be accepting for the next round. Okay. Do we need to turn on camera and mic for the online test?
It is not required. No camera is required. No mic is required. All you just need to have is stable internet connection, power backup. That's very important.
Yes. All right. So, do we have any other questions, or we let's watch? I suggest let's watch that video another time, one more time, and okay. Swati is asking, sir, I have booked my slot on 4th at 9 a.m., but I have a quiz at the same
Please
time.
remember to
So can I change my slot now?
You cannot change the slot now. Please write to us. We will see what we can do.
Yeah, and the email address is scholarships at the IET.in for that. Okay. Is there any other questions? Okay, another question about regional rounds. Okay, in the regional rounds, will the problem given to all the selected participants be the same? Uh, See,
Depending on
first of
the
all, the challenge statement is going to be different for different regions. Okay, and last time around, we had about three statements for each region, about two or three statements. Out of that, you could choose one, right? But it's the same for the region. So they are like, for example, say for West, there will be, say, for example, two or three challenge statements. You can pick one. So it'll be the same three options for all the students attending the West challenge. Sorry, the West regional finals. So it will be different for different regions, but the same for all the students in that region. Okay, so we're moving on to the next question. Good evening, sir. Will this live session be provided? I've already answered that. Yes, it will be online till 6th. This video will be online till 6th of July for you all to refer to. What what are the topics we have to prepare for the regional round? Answer, I've already answered this. There are no topics. A challenge statement will be given to you, which is based on a current problem that is being faced by the society, and you have to provide an engineering solution to it. And
pre-
that's what the PPT should include. That's answering the next question. What should a PPT include? It should include your technological solution which you have come up with to solve this problem. Any questions relating to the online test, guys? Because
the
once
regional, yeah,
Yeah,
Ajay.
once we reach the regional rounds, we can always get in touch with us again. That's not an issue. If you have any doubts, any questions for the regional doubts, I mean regional rounds, you can always get in touch with us. It's not an issue. We are here today to help you with the online test. So if I would suggest, if you have any online test related questions, please ask. So students, do we have any questions related to the online test? Okay. So
How do we prepare for the test?
how do you prepare for the test? Yes, like I said before, the tests are going to be on the basic STEM subjects. You need to have your basic engineering concepts clear. All right, so I think we are done with the questions. So let's go ahead and watch the video once more for the benefit of the students who joined us late. Let's watch this video carefully again, and then we'll end this session. And best of luck for the next for the for the online test to all the students.
Ajay, before starting, there's one more question.
Yeah.
Uh, we need to log in with the same ID and on the same. Yes, please use the same registered email ID and a password. And if you are unable to, like, the
Mm.
same password is used for to book a time slot, the same password you'll be using for the to take an online test. And if you are unable to remember, please go search in your email. You must have received the email ID and a username and a password. If not, please get in touch with us. We will help you before starting the exam. Please get in touch with us. Try log in 5 minutes, 10 minutes before, so that you have a credentials right.
Yeah, and also he has written here that you cannot see any tab or exam on my slot. Yes, you will not be able to see anything right now because it will be enabled exactly on the time that you have your selected slot. You'll be able to see your questions and the ID once you log in, only during that time, not right now, not before that, not after that. Can you tell that sustainability? Can you take the sustain? No, that was last year's topic, which was sustainability was our theme, and that is what the presentations were made on. This year we will have different challenges, so we'll have to make a original presentation. Okay, and now to the next
Passing
question.
criteria, it depends on number of students who takes the exam, and then number of marks they score. But there is at least minimum one question should be answered in each subject, otherwise you will be disqualified. Please make sure that you spend most of the time answering some four subject, but you will end up missing one in other three subjects. Make sure to answer at least one question in each subject. Do that fast so that you can focus on other subjects.
Yes.
Even if it is time run out, even if it is automatically submitted, and if you are not answered one question in at least all in seven subjects, you will be disqualified.
Yes. The test is on 7 subjects. Yes, we had sent this to you in the mail informing you that you made it to the regional round that had this information. There will be questions from 7 subjects in the online test: physics, chemistry, mathematics, computer science, electrical engineering, electronics, and mechanical. Okay, that will be the 7 subjects, is the same for all years and all branches. The questions will be only from these 7 subjects, and it will be the same for all the students. I mean, the questions difficulty of course will be different according to the year of engineering, but the subjects will remain the same.
Yeah, will each subject have a same number of questions? Yes, you will. For example, if you are in third year, each subject will have a same number of questions. It might differ from year to year, but if you are in a third year, mechanical will have a same number of questions. Computer science also will have a same number of questions and same number of marks as well.
Yes. Okay. All right. Any other questions that we have, students? No subject is optional of the seven. No, it is not optional. Like Kavya mentioned, you have to answer at least one question from each of the seven subjects, at least. Otherwise, you will get disqualified. Okay. Next question is, I have filled form while in second year, but now I've given my semester exam. So will I be considered in third year?
No, you will be considered second year itself.
Yes. Okay. So Tanika is asking how many questions are there from each subject?
As we have already mentioned, it depends on the number of, I mean, like, year you're pursuing. It depends on that.
Right. Okay. And the next question, Bhavesh is asking how a mechanical student give answer to a computer science question. Is this a
Uh,
simple question or
yeah,
basic to that?
yeah, it is a basic what everybody studies in first year and second year. It's based on that. It's nothing got to do with you are in computer science or you are in mechanical branch and you have to answer a computer science. I'm sure you would have studied computer science subject in your first year, so you will be able to answer that.
Okay. So, students, do we have any other questions for the online test? The online test will begin on at 9 a.m. on 4th of July. Right. Till the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th of July will be the online tests. Please make sure to log in 5 minutes before your selected slot. Okay, we got two more questions here. Should we have the certificates while writing online tests? Karthik is asking. I've already answered that, Karthik. You need to bring your original certificates only to the regional rounds if you're selected. Right now, we don't need to see your certificates. The next question from Khushi is, will questions from mechanical and electrical will be from subjects we study as subsidy subjects in CS branch like WTB? Yes. Kavya
Sorry.
just answered that.
Yeah. Uh, as we already mentioned, it's not deep, like, it's not specifically branch specific questions. It is a basic STEM questions. You will be able to answer it. Yeah. Yeah. During a registration, you have, if you have filled up a second year, you are in a second year, you will be getting a second year questions, not the third year questions.
Yes. All right. So we are nearing the 1 hour mark almost. So we have a last 1 minute. If you have any other questions, I see a lot of questions being repeated. We have already answered those questions. If there are any other questions, please go ahead. Or I think for the benefit of students who logged in late, I think we'll end this session by
Okay.
just playing that video one more time so that you can get a visual of how your online test will look like, so you have a fair idea of
Log
what
in at least 5 minutes before the exam. Please, please remember to log in at least 5 minutes before the exam. The time remaining for your exam to start will be displayed on the screen, and your exam will start exactly at the designated time. The video appearing on your screen gives a brief overview of the IET and cannot be skipped or forwarded. Please go through the instructions that appear on your screen carefully before you start the exam. The total duration of the exam will be 70 minutes. Please ensure disabling all applications that block pop-ups on your browser before taking the exam. Take the test on a laptop or PC with a stable internet connection. Getting a call or notification while taking the exam on your mobile will lead to immediate disqualification. Ensure you have the latest version of Google Chrome installed. Once you submit your answers, you will not be able to retake the exam. Do not hit the refresh or back button at any time during the test. This will lead to immediate disqualification. Do not open a new tab while taking the test. This will also lead to immediate disqualification. Please note, there is no negative marking for wrong answers. The Start Exam button will automatically be enabled as per the schedule time. Please click on this and you will be redirected to your exam. Please note each subject has a separate tab assigned for it. Clicking on each tab will display questions for that particular subject. Remember, once you submit your answers, you will not be able to retake the test. Please select your answer from the options provided to you and click on the next button for the following question pertaining to that particular subject. To reattempt a question, click on the previous button. If you have answered all the questions in one subject, clicking the next button will automatically take you to the next subject. It is mandatory to answer at least one question from each subject, or you will be disqualified. You will be able to see the time remaining for your exam to end on the top left of your screen. Do not wait until the last minute to submit your answers. In case you face any network issues, your answers will not be submitted and you will be disqualified. Once you hit the submit button, you will receive a confirmation mail stating that your test has been submitted. Please note that only the candidates selected for the next round, that is, the regional presentation round, will be contacted further via email from us.
One more question, sir. The link of exam sent to the email of student.
Yes, Bhavesh, the link was sent to you in the reminder mail. Okay, but you will not be able, it will not work right now till the slot, time of your slot, which the slot which you picked. So if you try to log in now and take the test, it will not work. So you have to wait till the time that you have selected and then log in 5 minutes before the time and please take your test. One last question I will take is by Kana, is when will the results of the online test be coming out? So, like we mentioned on our website, by July 10th, we will be announcing the results by sending emails to the students, announcing, letting them know if they made it to the next round, which is the regional round.
Uh, Ajay, I just want to answer one more thing.
Yes.
As soon as you log in, you will be able to see your name on the right side corner. There you will be able to see the button called "Take a online test." Click on that. You will lead to an instruction page if you have logged in before, or if you are logged in later as well. The on start exam button will be enabled only at the time of slot you have selected. Before that it will not be enabled. After that you will be disqualified. So make sure to log in before 10 minutes and then read the instruction, wait till the start button, start exam button will be appear, and then take a test. And all the best for you guys.
Okay. So if the exam is at 9 a.m., but if I log in at 9:15 or 9:30, can I attempt the exam?
You can attempt the exam, but you will get the remaining amount of the time. Like for example, if the exam starts at 9, the 70 minutes will be reduced by whatever time you logged in, and if you log in later, you will be disqualified.
Yes. So you will get only the remaining time. If you log in at 9:30, you will just get 40 minutes to answer the exam. Okay, moving on to the next question. If somebody misses to click the submit button, will the test be automatically submitted after the time gets over? I think Kavya has already answered this. At the end of 70 minutes, it will be auto submitted. While selecting the options, automatically save the answer, and we can move on to the next question.
Yes, it will be automatically saved, and but we will you have to submit the button at last, so that what do I say, like uh, the moment you click on the answer, it is taken that you have answered that question and it is saved. But until unless you submit your overall application, will not be considered that. And if you disqualify, it is not saved.
Yes, there is a option of submit all answers on top. That's the button you need to use to submit your answers once you're done. Okay, this last question here. So my graduation year is 2023 and I'm passed out now, but am I even eligible because I was in my fourth year when I filled the form? Yes, you are eligible. You can take the exam. Please do. Um, since you have finished your engineering, so this will be the last year that you will be eligible to take this exam. I mean, in the participate in the IET Scholarship Awards. Okay, next question. What if we face any network issues?
uh, we won't be able to help you with that. Make sure to have a stable internet connection and power backup. These two things has to be, it's a mandatory, and we cannot help with the network issues. And if, due to
Okay,
network issue, if you are disqualified, and you are disqualified.
right. So, guys, I see that a lot of questions are being repeated. This video is going to be available for you to watch again on that same link. You can go ahead and watch the video again. I think we have answered most of the questions. Thank you so much for taking out. We are going to end this live session now. Thank you so much for taking out all your time and attending this online session. And we wish you a best of luck for the online test. And we will be here to support you on the chat as well as mail. Please remember to ping us if you are facing any issues. Thank you, Kavya, for being online with us, helping out and answering all these students. Is there anything you would like to add, Kavya, before we leave?
Nothing much, just basic pointers please keep in mind before taking a test. um, and all the very best. That's it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being online.
Can you change?